I'm Brian Chadwick, your senior movement coach, and I've been sharing the methods that keep guys and gals like you moving, healthy, and strong, well into your 60s, 70s, and beyond. You have heard the number 1 in 4. The CDC reports that 1 in 4 adults over 65 falls every year. More than 14 million people, and the CDC calls falls the #1 cause of injury death in your age group. Somebody says that at a family table, usually about somebody else, and it lands like a warning nobody knows what to do with. Today is straight answers, so we are going to turn it around. If 1 in 4 falls this year, then 3 in 4 do not. Nobody ever talks about them. Today we do. Now, what that number is not. It is not a forecast about you. It is not a countdown, and it is not a verdict handed out with a birthday. It is an average, taken across an enormously mixed group. In that group are people 3 weeks out of surgery, people on medicines that make a room tilt, and people who walk 3 miles a day and have not wobbled in years. An average describes a room. It does not describe you. So who are the 3 and 4? Let me be straight. There is no study I can put on your screen that moves you from one group into the other. And here a number gets said only when its name can go up beside it. So instead, let us take a fall apart. It is not one event. It is a chain of 3 links. The first link is the world. A curb, a rug, edge, a wet tile, a dog, exactly where you are going. The world is not taking requests. The second is 1 foot. For a fraction of a second your weight travels out over it, and something has to hold you there while the other foot finds the ground. The third is the floor. And what you can do once you are on it, that middle link is the whole ballgame. Walking is not 2 feet on the ground. Walking is a long series of brief moments on 1 foot, handed back and forth, all day long. Every one of them asks the same question. Can this foot hold you while the other one travels? For most of your life, the answer came back yes, so reliably that you never heard the question. It does not turn to no all at once. It gets slower. It needs a hand more often. Underneath all of it, an account is being drawn down quietly. Harvard Health puts it plainly. From your 30s on, the body gives up 3 to 5% of its muscle every decade, and it speeds up with age. Nobody sends a notice when a withdrawal clears. There is no morning where you wake up and something is gone. There is only a Tuesday, years later, when the stairs have quietly become a decision. Here is the part I most want you to hear, because you can read it for yourself, today, for free. Long before anybody falls, the range narrows. You take the aisle seat. Your hand finds the hallway wall at night, without you deciding to send it. You choose the high chair in a room, and never notice choosing it. None of that gets called a symptom. Nobody mentions it at an appointment. And it is the earliest, honest signal there is. Now the honest limit, before I give you a single movement. 10 minutes, 3 times a week, does not prevent a fall. Nobody honest will tell you that it does. And if somebody sells you that promise, close the tab. Look back at the chain. Your eyesight is in it, and your medicines are in it. So is a loose rug, and the burned-out bulb at the top of the stairs. Your doctor and your pharmacist own more of that list than I do, and the rug is a job you can do tonight. What training decides is what shape you are in when the chain gets tested. And here is the good half, which is genuinely good. The detraining research found that gains fade within about 6 weeks once the work stops, and that functional mobility can slide all the way back. Read it in the other direction, and it is the best sentence in this episode. Retraining recovers those losses in roughly 12 weeks. Your body is answering the last several weeks. It is not answering the last 30 years. 3 movements. 1 for each link you own. First, the rules. And do all of them. A sturdy chair. 4 legs flat on the floor. Nothing on wheels. Set against a wall. A kitchen counter within reach of your hand. That counter is your spotter, and using it is part of the exercise, not a failure of it. Snug. Never sharp. And sharp is a signal your doctor should hear. And if you have had a hip or a knee replaced, a recent fall, dizziness of any kind, or a movement a therapist told you to avoid, that instruction outranks every word in this video. 1. The chair stand. Sit forward on the front third of the seat. Slide both feet back until your ankles sit underneath your knees. Heels flat. Cross your arms over your chest if that is available today. Let your chest travel forward over your toes, then press the floor away through your heels and rise all the way tall. Then the half most people waste. Take 3 full seconds to lower yourself back down, under control. 8 of those, or 5 if 8 is too many. And if rising without your hands is not there today, 2 firm cushions on the seat shorten the trip while your legs catch up. 2. Stand on one leg, fingertips resting on the counter or the back of that chair. Stand tall, lift one foot a few inches off the floor, and hold it there. Look at something across the room, not down at your feet. 10 seconds if you have 10, 5 if you do not. Then the other side, twice each. That is the middle link, trained directly. And your scoreboard here is not seconds. It is fingers. 4 on the counter, then 2, then 1, then a hand that is only hovering. 3. And this is the one people skip because it feels undignified. It is also the one that matters most on the worst day. Practice getting off the floor. Sturdy chair beside you, a rug or a folded blanket underneath. Lower yourself down with a hand on that chair, slowly, because going down is half the skill. Then come back the same way every time. Roll onto your side, come up onto one knee with a hand on the chair seat. Bring the other foot flat in front of you. Press through that heel and rise, twice through. You are rehearsing a skill so that it exists before the day you need it. And if the floor is not for you tonight, this works standing. Hand on the chair back, lower one knee onto a folded towel, press through the front heel to stand. That is the whole 10 minutes. 3 movements, 3 times a week, not 7. The plan you actually keep beats the plan that impresses you on Monday and is abandoned by Thursday. For the first 2 weeks, do half of what you think you can do and all of the form. That sounds backward, and it is the entire secret. Which brings me to the warning I give with every one of these. When researchers followed older adults who took up exercise, 14% were injured within the first year, and about 70% of those injuries needed medical care. The NSCA position statement is blunt about the cause. Training is safe when the technique is correct, and injuries cluster in people new to it and doing it slightly wrong. Read that the right way. The work is not what hurts people. The guessing is. And tonight the guessing has a shape. Knees drifting inward as you rise. A whole hand pressed flat on the counter so the arm quietly carries you. 12 weeks from tonight. Here is your scoreboard. And there is not a pound on it. Cushions come off the seat. Fingers come off the counter. You stop scanning a room for the high seat. Somebody says your name behind you, and you turn your head while you are still walking, which is a thing you had quietly stopped doing. Stronger, steadier, easier. Not a guarantee about a year nobody can see coming. A capability you own on the way in. Every fault I just listed is one you cannot see on yourself. Nobody can watch their own knees while they are standing up, so get a second set of eyes on it. This is Brody, and he is the personal trainer you text. Prop your phone against something. Film 30 seconds, and send it to him from your messages. He will text you back exactly what to fix. The first check is free. Link below. So here is the straight answer you came for. The 3 and 4 are not simply lucky. What separates the two groups is not a mystery, it is a list. Part of that list belongs to your eyesight, your medicines, and your hallway rug. And part of it is what your legs and your balance can still do when something asks them. That second part answers to you. 10 minutes, 3 times a week. Start tonight. One more thing before you go. If you want to keep feeling healthy, happy, and young in your 60s, 70s, and beyond, subscribe and come back tomorrow. I will be right here. I'm Brian Chadwick. Keep moving. I'll see you tomorrow.